Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolna. I just posted President Donald J. Trump and his poor choices. It's only been up a few minutes. It's had 183 views, 34 thumbs up, no thumbs down. Trolls must still be asleep. I want to comment on some of the comments that some of my viewers made. I tried to respond back to Bob, but when I hit reply, comment failed to post popped up. And what Bob wrote was, yes, it's true, but who can he put in these many important positions? Evil, satanic establishment globalists have infiltrated almost all areas of government. I'm in total agreement. That's why I just posted a video about the similarities between Barack Hussein Obama and cancer. It's still in the upload process. It should be online shortly. I wrote back, Bob, new blood is required. President Trump is surrounding himself with the same swamp critters that he said he intends to eliminate. Attorney General Jeff Sessions is a 35-year in our government. Don't tell me that he and all of the other old-timers in Washington did not know the truth about the usurper, Barack Hussein Obama. Another viewer wrote, don't trust Alex Jones. Well, I don't trust pretty much anyone. But you can't argue with a lot of what Alex Jones talks about, can you? This viewer here wrote, I'm starting to feel sorry for Trump. He is trying his best without the usual help a new POTUS would normally get from the interior authority within the West Wing. It's their job to aid the POTUS. Instead, they spy and scheme against him. It looks like the New World Order and criminals within the White House need to be cleared out. If not, what's the point in voting for a POTUS if the will of the people get pushed aside? Elections, it seems, is just window dressing for the masses. Did Donald J. Trump let politicians get away with corruption and treason? So far, yes. This viewer wrote, but Sessions is the exception. He is rare in the sense he is an honest man. Well, okay. Then, if he's an honest man, why hasn't he started to sign arrest warrants? Huh? The people that have been in our government for an extended period of time, like Nancy Pelosi, like John McCain, like Jeff Flake, like Lindsey Graham, they're not honest men. They've been corrupted by the system, which is why it's so important to have term limits. Donald's in support of term limits, yet he surrounds himself with the same kind of people that he feels term limits are necessary for. Does that make any sense to you? Huh? It makes no sense to me. We'll see what Attorney General Jeff Sessions does. We'll see what any of them do. You have to ask yourself a couple of questions. We know that the senator from Texas, we know that he was born in Canada, don't we? We know that Ted Cruz was a Canadian in 2014. And we know he went into the Senate in 2012. How come none of that's being looked at? We know that little Marco Rubio, his parents were both Cuban citizens. He wasn't eligible to be a presidential candidate. How come no one's looking at that? We know that Bobby Jindal, his parents were both Indians, yet he was allowed to be a presidential candidate. Why isn't anyone looking at that? We know that the previous speaker, John Boehner, gave trillions of dollars to Obama to squander, which is why we're 20 trillion in debt. How come nobody's looking at that? We know that the present speaker, Paul Ryan, pretty much did the same thing. We also know that Paul Ryan's wife, Jenna Ryan, was a Democratic lobbyist. How insane is that? My point is, none of the garbage is being cleaned up. So what do you expect to change? You're not going to get any change until you do this. No one seems to be twigging in on that. We need to know the truth about this. We need to know the truth about Barack Hussein Obama. Why isn't any of that being reviewed, discussed by the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions? Why doesn't Donald take out his pen and sign an executive order opening up Barack Hussein Obama's first executive order, 13489? President Trump was right when he said what he did about Obama not being born in the United States. President Trump was also right when he said what he did about Senator John McCain. Heroes aren't those that were captured. But what he should have said is, heroes aren't those that produce propaganda, 8mm videos, and audio tape denouncing America. That's sort of what I think. I want to thank my viewers for commenting. They know who they are. There are a lot of people that are supportive of President Donald J. Trump. But our government has been infiltrated by Muslim Brotherhood members, and the cancer has spread throughout our government. That's sort of what I think. And you know why I think what I think, don't you?